Alright, so this is the chest rig from SewJournGear. If you hear children playing Twister in the background, you're just going to have to deal with it because we love our kids and they're playing outside right now. This is the saw rig that was developed in conjunction with our brother Saw of Survival Applications and Weapons Systems, and this is made by SewJournGear, SEWJOURN Gear, GEAR.com. This is like the 1-ton pickup truck of chest rigs. I own many chest rigs. I have micro rigs from SOE Tactical. I've run the Mayflower rig from Velocity Systems, operationally operating like an operator, and I ran this chest rig here as shown, other than one change which I'll discuss in a minute, during Partisan Evader 1 in the high mountains, which is stress-induced survival training. 3.5, 4-ish day event, civilian SEER schoolish type training. And I just wanted to show you the rig itself and how it's held up and how I have it set up. So starting here, I have a GI compass pouch here that had a tinder kit in it that was consumed during the course of training. It's got 3 mag pouches here. If you like, up front, it's got these 2 large side pockets, and then I've also got a dangler on it here from SewJournGear as well. I had previously been running the ARC advanced ripaway kit, blowout kit from RefugeMedical.com here, but I swapped to the dangler and put a pocket from Refuge Medical in my left lower cargo pocket of my pants because I needed the real estate. Because in addition to this and my EDC and what was in my pants pockets, I had a 78-pound rucksack for the class. So let me show you what's here. Starting in this pocket here, I've got Nalgene, 1-quart Nalgene bottle with water. And then in the bottom, I've got a camp cup, metal container, just for boiling water, cooking food, coffee, whatever. Part of sustainment, shoot, move, communicate, sustain. Metal cup is a big deal with sustainment. You know what, we'll do that thing where everybody just lays it out. No, we won't, because there's too much shit in here. I've got a carabiner here that is technically climbing rated, but it doesn't have a locking gate, so it's just being used as an attachment point. And I've got a Mora Garberg here. This is the knife that I took to class. It's a very good knife, especially for the money. I don't know if it's still sharp enough to shave with or not. No, it needs to be sharpened, which we'll address when we get to another portion of the rig. The Garberg itself is a good knife. The sheath is not. Specifically, the method of attachment for the sheath, there is just a plastic ring that is attached to this belt loop that slides up and down on the sheath, and that's boo-boo, bro. So I wrapped that with electrical tape so that my knife wouldn't fall off. Got a Cat Gen 7 tourniquet shock corded on here for, tourniquet things, arterial bleeding to the extremities, as well as a roll of Scotch number 66 electrical tape, real electrical tape. This is great for boo-boos, for goosenecking double 55-gallon contractor bags around the stuff you don't want to get wet in your rucksack, for securing stuff that's making noise. It's just great. This was a full roll when we started, and as you can see, it's not a full roll now. So I like having a little bit of tape there. In this pocket was bear spray because we were in the high mountains of the northwestern area of the Rockies, and so bear spray was required for the class. We did not have firearms. We did have pokey sticks and knives and stuff, but there are literally grizzly bears up there that'll rip your face off and eat you for fun, and so bear spray was part of the safety gear that we were required to carry. So this had bear spray in it. It now has 3 AR mags in it. So that's the one change I've made since I've gotten back. And the cool thing about this rig is that each one of these pockets can hold 3 mags side by side here, P mags. These are 30 rounders. They will also fit 40 rounders. These flaps and the Velcro retention are adjustable, so you can move this up and down. Each pocket will also fit 2 AR-10 SR-25 pattern magazines each pocket, or 2 30 round or 40 round AK mags as well. So that's super cool. There's a lot of versatility as far as ammo management with this rig, and like I said, it's like the 1-ton pickup truck of chest rigs. In this pocket, I've got a Baco Laplander folding saw that has been used clearly for fire prep and for sticks, for triangles, for reasons. I've got a Kamanga Lensatic tritium compass here as well, and this is tied to my H harness on the chest rig so that this won't run away from me, and it's also looped through the carabiner up here, so don't want to be without this compass. And in addition to the compass, I've got Ranger beads up here on the other chest strap for maintaining pace count. I've got some got an EpiPen for reasons. I've got spare batteries for my headlamp right here, AAA's. Got a chem light, commercial chem light. I've got more spare batteries for my headlamp as well as my secondary light here. We were required to have batteries for each lighting device and a stream light as well, a rechargeable battery for each lighting device for 4 days. So that's what was in this center pocket. I do believe I also had a Spyderco folder resilience clipped to the inside of the pocket there as well. So that all goes back in there like so. Like so, I said. Then in this pocket, I've got a Bic lighter wrapped up in a plastic bag so that it doesn't get wet. I've got a glue stick broken in half, some rubber bands, and 2 nails for reasons. It's part of the class. So that's going on there. So waterproof way to make a fire in a hurry if I need it. I've got, what else in here? I've got a mini mag light right here. It's my backup light. Also takes those AA's. Chosen specifically because it takes those AA's, because I have AA's in the headlamp that I have in here as well. I've got my observation device. This is a Vortex Solo RT 8 power, graduated in mils, and it has been covered with some pantyhose right here, stretched relatively taut so that it occludes the glare off of the objective lens of this magnified optic, but tight enough that you can actually see through it, so that if you're doing some OB, you're not giving a glare off with that. So that was in this pocket. And let's see, what else? Part of a glue stick. Got another zip top bag here, and in here I have my headlamp. I've got another Bic lighter. I've got 3 more AA or AAA batteries, and I've got just this cheap Energizer headlamp. But I like this cheap Energizer headlamp a lot. A, it runs on 3 AAA batteries back here. B, first setting when you hit it, it's red light. Very dim red light. That's cool. And if I hold it down again, it'll go off. Or I can hit it and cycle through to dim white light, bright white light, and then off again. So for like 15-ish bucks, these are pretty handy. And if they get lost, broken, stolen, I'm out 15 bucks, not 100 bucks. And again, in the zip top baggie, because getting your gear wet and making sure your stuff is waterproof is important for life, but it was also very important to the class and the TLOs, the terminal learning objectives of the class. I would recommend, if you can come to class, that you can swim. I'll just leave it at that. If you can't swim and you're going to come to class, I would learn to swim ASAP for reasons. That goes back in there. In this little pouch here, I had a $130 Leatherman that broke the third time I used the pliers to cut fencing wire. And I was pretty pissed about that. So I now have just a $30 Gerber, I don't even know what they call this thing, the Gerber suspension in here as a multi-tool, because the ability to cut and bend wire was a requirement for the class as well. And I was really quite disappointed with the Leatherman that it cost that much money and still broke. In this side pouch here, I've got Weather Layer. This is from Origin, Maine, and this is their Nylock ripstop nylon rain jacket. Obviously very stowable, very small, very lightweight. I've got some bank line, and I've got in double Ziploc a tinder kit here and a Mylar blanket as well. So I've got cotton balls and petroleum jelly. I've got this is steel wool. I've got, there it is, waxed paper as well right there. I carried a ferrocerium rod in my pocket tied to a carabiner on my front right that if you shower sparks from that ferro rod onto this waxed paper, it's an awesome fire starter. What else is in here? More bank line and another small ferro rod. So as you can see, fire is an important feature of the class as well. And this is not a review of the class. In fact, I talked to our brother Saul on the phone and asked, hey, what can I show, what can I say, what can I not show, what can I not say, because the class is by invite only, and he has put a ton of time and effort into making it an incredibly high value class, drinking from a fire hose, and I don't want to give away any of his secrets. So I'm showing you what I brought. You can infer what you need to infer from it. Down here in the Dangler, I have a fire brick, a couple of them. Again, important. I have paracord backwoods gold, sharpening stone. This is the Lansky puck, as well as a small leather sheathed, aka strop, sharpening stone right here. Ceramic plate on it. Apparently the kids are not getting along. I've got 2 pieces of duct tape. Got a roll of 2-inch fabric tape. Foot care. Hot spots. I'm almost done, sweetie. And I've got water tabs for water treatment. I'll put all that back, show you what I've got on the back side, and we're going to call this a video because I'm getting that look from my wife.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Mr. Punctual.
It's time to go, Mr. Punctual, she says. Get all that back there. A nice neat mess. Close that up. And then in the back, again, I'm telling you, this is the 1-ton pickup truck of chest rigs. In the back, I've got maps in a map case. Again, waterproof. That's an indicator. Waterproof is an indicator. I've got some map markers. I've got my map protractor right here. And I've got, there it is, a random piece of paracord guts and a mechanical pencil. So there's kind of a SewJournGear saw rig, chest rig, loadout vid based upon my experience and the TLOs at Partisan Innovator 1 stress-induced survival training. Highly recommend this chest rig. It's incredible workmanship, and I'm positive I will get a lifetime of use out of it. And if I don't, I know brother Cody at SewJournGear super well. If I have any issues, he'll stand by it. So you might consider it. SewJournGear.com, SewJourn gear.com. Y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.